When she needs a cake for her dog's birthday, and since her dog is turning 3 this year, she decides to buy a triangular cake.
Kainoy is a baker new to the shop, and her boss tells her to bake the cake since he has to go on a trip for the weekend. Kainoy bakes a triangular cake based on a sketch her boss gave her. While baking, she spills coffee on the sketch, and only 2 angle measurements are given since the coffee spilled on the rest.
Wenshu arrives at the shop to pick up the cake and hears the situation. Wenshu helps Kainoy make the cake triangular since she is desperate for the cake. Kainoy measures the angles and the sides of the cake while looking at the sketch for reference. After quickly figuring out the measurements, Kainoy uses the triangle sum property to figure out the last angle. This property states that all 3 angles in a triangle add up to 180 degrees, and since she already has 2 angles, she is able to find the last angle by subtracting the sum of the 2 angles from 180.
After Kainoy finishes baking the cake and set it aside to let it cool, another baker cuts the cake, mistaking it for another one. Facing another disastrous situation, Kainoy tries to connect it back together with icing, but is confused because the sides were not aligning up with each other. She measures some of the sides and the angles of the cake so she could use one of the congruence theorems to match the sides up. She ended up matching the sides by using the ASA postulate. There are a total of 5 congruence theorems and postulates that Kainoy could have also used in other similar scenarios, such as AAS, SSS, SAS, and HO.
After that, Kainoy reattached the sides by moving the pieces up and down to reconnect them after rotating the broken cakes, since she wanted to make sure that they were perfectly aligned. Kainoy ended up creating a makeshift protractor plate by using a paper plate and a protractor. She draws angles around the whole entire plate until the plate was marked at 360 degrees. She also drew a tiny grid on the plate. Using the plate as a reference, Kainoy placed the second cake on the 90-degree mark. Kainoy then moved the first cake according to the grid by translating it by a vector of 0, -2. The vector of the cake landed on the origin. She used the angle marks to make a 90-degree clockwise turn until the first and second cake was completely congruent and aligned.